All right. Thank y'all for tuning in to ESQ-Astro Sauce. This is the start of the weekly reads that I'll be doing separate for the new coming chapter of the ESQ-Astro Sauce channel. Again, I am ESQ-Astro, the host. You can check us out at ESQastro.com. Gonna have our bookings available there soon, so you guys stay tuned. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. Again, this is going to be a weekly reading. So for the week of July 13th till the 20th, it'll be a 7-day spread. So what I'm going to do is something a little different. Still will be the pyramid buildup, but I'll do the 5-4-3-2-1 instead of the 4-3-2-1, which I usually do. And this is just to give us a better effect for the first 5 days of the week, which again, we're going to start on that Monday. Okay. And then we'll go until that following Sunday. Okay. All right. So, as you know, all shuffles done live on camera. Again, appreciate y'all tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and let me know in the comments how I'm doing once the reading is done, or if you resonate at all. If you don't, I'd still ask that you share the video. Just because you don't resonate with it doesn't mean a buddy or a pal won't. Okay. So we definitely just got a good video in with the daily read for Saturday, and I'm going to go ahead and get the weekly reading done today in the same space. And I'll post this. This will be the video that'll come out on Sunday, so you guys can check that out tomorrow. Um, well, today, whenever you catch it. But I'm recording it the day before just to be ahead of the game. And then I'll still probably go ahead and put out the collective spread for the Sunday read, just so you guys are starting to get more content. Monday we'll have our first numerology sector going up with the numerology read that I'm going to compose for you guys. So, and we call in the Most High, my spirit guides, and the ancestors to guide the reading. Please call in whoever you need to call in to get you the most clarity through the reading. And with mind, body, and spirit, I draw out the first card for the week, which is going to be the Hangman reverse. Okay. So this is the week something becomes unstuck. We'll see how that leads. Next card coming out is the Judgment card. Yep. So that unspeaking definitely puts you in a better place of judgment, I would say, or some type of judgment is causing that. Next card is the Hierophant upright. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune upright. And then we also have the Temperance card coming out in that fifth space to complete the week. Okay. So this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday is the Temperance in reverse. Now, the Temperance in reverse just came out in an odd position in the daily read, so I'm interested to see where this goes. So, again, that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. This will be Saturday, which will be the Magician card. Okay, next Saturday is a powerful interval as we get closer to crossing over into Leo. Okay, and then the next card to come out is the Lovers card upright. Okay, and that'll complete the week. That would be Sunday. So that's your full 7-day scope there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and play out the rest of the read to build up the pyramid, which will clarify everything prior to the rest of these. So, and then that's the Devil card, and then the Sun card. So, then the Sun card. And then we build up to the next row where the Tower comes out. The Fool in reverse. Tower, Fool in reverse. Strength in reverse. Okay. And then we have the Chariot. Just that definite movement coming in. The Hermit in reverse, which just came out for the God's clarification in the last reading, and then Justice sits atop of the read. Okay, so yeah, this is a pretty interesting read for this week that's coming in. Let me adjust some things here. I didn't adjust my cloth to accommodate the wider spread. So give me a moment as I adjust a couple things here. Oh wow, that looks beautiful. And then the bottom of the deck is, yeah, the High Priestess what you can't see coming by the end of the week is that high priestess coming in. And this could just be a higher counsel or a higher blessing. I mean, you got all the higher cards in the reading, you know, from the Justice card to the Sun card, the Wheel of Fortune. You've got the Hierophant and the High Priestess, the Magician, you know, Judgment. So you've got a lot of the higher cards, very minimal reversal reading, even though we did start with the reverse. But this is definitely talking about next week is that week where things will definitely start to put you in that outer realm of things. If you've been in a place of being the hermit, then you definitely won't be anymore. But this is going to be from some type of justice coming in. I would say some type of business deal or some type of good fortune that comes from you getting higher counsel, but also looking at things from a place of higher counsel, which again is going to reverse that temperance. If you've been in a place of temperance and on that hierarchy, this is a place where, again, just like in today's reading, it was saying taking a step down, or again putting yourself in that position where do what you're asked of and no more. You know, that way again you don't put yourself in a place of disappointment by trying to accommodate, you know, more than what you're being asked. And that's the main thing I see in this situation is you get justice in that particular format by doing so. And this week's going to be a tell-all of that. I would say on Monday, something's going to happen where, again, you're going to become unstuck or unhinged from being the hangman. And it's going to be because of a judgment somebody makes, and it may be coming from a judgment of hierarchy, like the Hierophant is saying here. And then that's going to give you a Wheel of Fortune. Okay. And it may be coming from this Hierophant. It may be coming from this business deal, this job offer, your house is selling, which could be another possibility, being that we're here in Cancer season. And then with the temperance again coming at the end of the week on Friday, this could just unhinge things to send you into the weekend to where you got to work magic. You got to make some decisions. You got to see where toxicities and illusions exist. And then you got to seek that higher power and higher energy of joy and the things that you want to cause this tower. Okay. Because causing this tower is really going to break things down to keep you out of this place of being the fool in the upright. Okay, this fool came out in reverse, so this is a wise decision that you're making, and it's putting you on a journey. Okay, now that's also given way to strength in reverse, which is definitely putting you in a place to where, again, you either need to step into some strength and exercise some things when this tower comes into place, so that you can create that motion that the Chariot card is bringing out next. Again, after the Chariot card, we're getting the Hermit card in reverse, which again means that motion is causing you to pop back out, and Justice is on top with the Hierophant in the place that you can't see. Okay. So, I mean, it's a pretty much good tell-all as far as I'm concerned. I'm going to do a clarification with the gods of Egypt for each day of the week, just so that we get a little clarity and see what the 7 days hold for us. Okay. So we'll draw 7 cards, or we'll do a pluck and pull and kind of see what the gods have to say. Give me 7 cards. I need 7 cards to see what's going on for the week for the collective. Let's get 7 cards. I got 1 card so far. Let's get 7 cards. Hopefully I get a nice little stack that pops out. Let me get 7 cards. It looks like some want to come out. Oh, those wanted to come out, but I'm not going to pull anything out that doesn't fly out. You know, I like cards to fly out or fall out just like that one did. We won't take any reversals just due to the fact that, you know, cards are going to fly out. Card fly down. So it looks like we got 3 cards so far. I'm going to keep going until we get that complete 7. And then as I pick them up, I'll see how they line up. It's another one fell out on the floor. So we'll pick that one up. And it didn't show, so I'll keep it turned over. Alright, so we up to 4 cards. Kind of like switching up the readings. There's another card fell out. Okay, so that's 6. We need 1 more card. Oh, whoa, and then we got a whole barrage of cards. I'll take that card that fell out. That was turned over. I won't take that one. I'll use this one as a clarifier, since that was the last card that fell out and it didn't turn over. So I'm going to take things as how I see them popping up in my vision. So that's for, oh, okay, I do have more than 7 cards here. So, I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So out of these two, I'll take 7. Okay. And I'll put this one back. We'll put it at the bottom and let that serve as the bottom of the deck clarification in a moment. Again, that's going to be my classifier since that's the last one that popped out. But to line up, we have understanding coming in with the first card, which is the Newt card. Okay, that's going to clarify Monday for you. And then clarifying Tuesday is the expiration card. And that's going to come with this judgment that comes in. The Hierophant on Wednesday is going to bring maybe some devastation, maybe news that you don't expect to come in. But it's definitely leading to the Wheel of Fortune, which you're going to need to protect, which is the protection card here is clarifying that for Thursday. And then Friday, we end out with the righteousness card. Okay, so Friday is going to be a day of righteousness where, again, moves may need to be made, some magic may need to be activated. On Saturday, that Union and Power card is going to clarify the Magician. And then for Sunday, with the Lovers card, we have the Passion card, the Bastet card, clarifying those 7 days. Okay. And I think it's, like I say, it's pretty clear. Monday, something's going to come to a completion or some type of understanding, which is going to lead to this judgment on Tuesday. Okay. And that's basically bringing in a place for you to explore. Again, with the Hierophant coming in, some type of devastation or news may come in, or again, something is bigger than what you think, or not as big as you think. You may be devastated in a way of disappointment, okay? But you may be devastated in a good way where things are a lot more than what you expected, okay? As we go into Thursday, where we get that Wheel of Fortune, yeah. And as I'm looking at it, I'm thinking it's going to be more than what you expected, and this is going to be something that you need to protect. So I would say, mum's the word. Tell those who need to know, those who need not know, tell nothing. Okay, this is more of your business than anybody's business. So use discretion. I would definitely say when it comes to exposing who knows what you have or how you're moving based upon what you have acquired now. Because again, I believe this is the week where, again, somebody's being thrust into a position of power that they've never been in and will have to move a particular way to maintain that, but to also grow in that position. Friday is going to be coming in again with that Temperance in reverse, which is going to give us the Righteousness card. And this is where, again, you're going to take that time to step down off that hierarchy and kind of get into your magic bag going into Saturday. And with union and power of mind, body, and soul, you'll start to formulate, calculate, and get things together to where by Sunday you'll make a choice going into that next week where things are going to be in a different energy, being in Leo energy. And any other fire signs, man, y'all are going to do some amazing things in Leo season while Jupiter is in Leo. And then Venus is going to be in Virgo. So definitely going to cause some other adverse effects if you have any Leo placements in the chart. So the card I say I'm going to depend on at the top is going to be the Order and Peace card. So this is the overall for the reading, I would definitely say, with the gods. Order and peace is either being restored or being put in place, or it's being secured even more if you're already in that place. And then the bottom of the deck with the card that came out that what we couldn't see was the Stability and Equilibrium card, the Horus card. Okay. So that's pretty deep with that card coming out at the bottom. Again, this is something you can't see coming. So with that and the High Priestess, you may be in for a big change even when it comes to a relationship. It's looking like with that Lover's card coming out as well as that Tower coming out to clarify that Lover's card, and the Fool in reverse clarifying the other part of the Lover's card. But the main thing is the Devil card came out after the Lover's card. So definitely one of those things where there could be some type of illusions, lies, things that are in the dark that need to come to the light, or things that are just no longer tolerable, that will put you in a position to where you have to make higher decisions and think about your happiness, your joy, the things that you want to do in life, and cause this Tower by, again, being the place of the wise man, relinquishing your power or taking your power back so that you cause motion and get in the place that you need to get this justice based upon the situation not being balanced. Because that's what it's looking like. It's looking like something was imbalanced, and now it's coming into a place to where the tables are turning and the balance is coming in. But again, the things that have happened within this turn have exposed some things that may not be sustainable when it comes to rebuilding in that next chapter once this tower falls. Okay. But you can be assured that order and peace is there. Okay. You've also got that stability and equilibrium as the final outcome and what you can't see coming. So again, stick to your guns, stay on the path, and the main thing is that next week is that change around. Monday the 13th through Sunday the 20th. You definitely will see some type of change around in your fortunes, maybe even your faith when it comes to, again, what you put pride and joy into when it comes to what you believe or what you practice and what others don't take serious and don't use to the proper degrees. Okay. Well, I thank y'all for tuning in with ESQ-Astro. Again, this is our first weekly read, so we're going to try to do this every week, a separate weekly read from the daily read so that you guys can get me further out into the algorithm as I post more content. And again, I appreciate y'all checking in, but make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment. If you resonate with the video, let me know how I'm doing, okay? Appreciate y'all. Peace.